If you heard my conversation with my pal, the actor Sanjeev Bhaskar, you heard us talking about that really funny television show he did called The Kumars at number 42. It had a very funny premise. Here's how Sanjeev described it to me.
I mean, I had the idea before I started acting, and it came from many years earlier into introducing a girlfriend to my parents. And I was quite nervous about it, and I brought her home, and I said, "Parents, this is my girlfriend, Jeanette. Jeanette, these are my parents." And my father said, "Pleased to meet you, Jeanette. How much does your father earn?" And and I said, "But Dad, you can't ask that." And he said, "Why not? It's only a question." And I said, "Yeah, but it's not the right." He said, "She doesn't have to answer it if she doesn't want to." And then my mother stepped in, and I thought, "Oh, there's the voice of reason." And my mum said, "Love, ignore him, Jeanette, and ignore Sanjeev as well, because he just can't handle rejection." And this was in the first 30 seconds. And when I started acting, I remember thinking, wow, I wonder if I ever get to meet anyone famous, any of my heroes or anything like that. And then I thought, well, what would happen if I took them home to meet my parents? And I thought it would be no different.
And here's a clip from the show.
Mum.
When you were little, you lost a beloved pet. Tell us about it, but keep it light.
Well, the dog died. I hope that's not too heavy. He died from eating Chinese food.
Did he, 20 minutes later, did he want to die again?
That's very good. So, he died. My father thought it would help me get over the grieving process if I helped bury him. So we took shovels out and we started digging a hole for the dog, and it just made me cry. I was just sobbing after a while. So my father said, "Well, why don't we have him stuffed?" And I didn't know what it was, So he said, "Well, we'll take him to a taxidermist, and he'll fix him up, and then you'll always have him." So we took him to a taxidermist on Hollywood Boulevard, a Hollywood taxidermist. He's a plastic surgeon now. And he didn't know what the dog looked like, and we didn't have any pictures to show him. So the dog came back from the taxidermist with this horrifying look on his face. He was a really sweet dog when we sent him in, except for being dead, And we didn't. He just didn't look like a friendly dog. We kept him in the living room by the fireplace, and people were afraid to come into the living room.
I have a similar story, Mr. Alda. I used to work near a department store in Slough, and there was a female mannequin in the window, incredibly pretty. And I would see her in my lunch break, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I fell slightly in love with her. Mad, I know. She was made of plastic, and I was married to Marjorie. But you can't help wondering, what if? Can you, Mr. Alda?
So the dog...
If you haven't heard it yet, take a listen to the conversation Sanjeev and I have on Clear and Vivid.